I welcome you all to this class. I'm Miss Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. So today I'm going to start with Section 1 Mathematics. In that I'm starting with Unit 2, that is interest and annuity. So all of you are aware what is the meaning of interest. Let me just give you a quick brief introduction to the chapter. See, many times, we borrow some money from our friends or our relatives, or maybe from any financial institution, bank, etc. So you have to return the money which you have borrowed. Suppose you take a loan from bank, so you have to return your repay the loan. Okay, but when you repay the loan, you don't have to just repay the amount which you have taken as a loan. On the top of it, you also pay some extra amount. That extra amount which you pay is called as an interest. Similarly, if you keep your money in a bank for some time period, then you are giving your money to bank. So when and you like investing your money in a bank for, say, for example, for 1 year. Suppose you have invested 10,000 rupees for 1 year. Then at the end of 1 year, bank has to return your money, the accumulated value. So that money will not be only 10,000. On the top of that, you will also get an interest. I mean, the extra amount which you will get, that is called as an interest. Okay, so interest is actually the extra amount which you are getting when you have invested your money, or you are paying when you have taken the loan. Okay, now this interest is calculated in two ways. One is called simple interest and the other one is called as a compound interest. Now, before I actually begin uh, with this, let me explain you some terms which we are going to use. Okay, so the amount which you are keeping in the bank or you are taking a loan, that amount we call it as an initial amount, that is principal. So principal is the amount initially you are depositing in the bank or you are taking the loan. So this we are going to denote by P. The notation will be P. So throughout, whenever I use the letter P, it will mean for the initial amount or the principal. Okay. Then R. R is what? It is the rate of interest. So whenever I use the symbol R or the letter R, it will mean for the rate of interest. Rate of interest is always written as a percentage. So R percentage. Generally, it is defined for a particular period. So we say that R% per annum. If I use the word R% per annum, this means their interest rate is R% for 1 year. Okay, for a year. And interest is calculated on the principal amount. So R%, it is R% of the principal. Okay. Then one more letter which we are going to use here, that is called as N. N is number of, if your rate of interest is per annum, then N will be number of years. Generally, it is number of time periods. The time may not be always year. It could be month, it could be half yearly or quarterly. Okay. So N actually is number of time periods. But here, because our rate of interest is yearly, I'm taking N as number of years. Okay. And then if you are, I will stand for the interest. If it is simple interest, I will maybe using the word using SI. If it is compound interest, CI. Okay. Or from the context you can make out. Then there is another symbol which we are going to use, another letter, that is A, which is called as the amount accumulated or accumulated value. Means after your maturity period, how much value, how much amount you will get, that is called as the accumulated amount. Accumulated amount is nothing but the principal, the original amount which you have kept in the bank or taken the loan. And in that, if you add the interest, what you get is the accumulated amount. So A is equal to P plus I. Okay. Now see, I'll give you one simple example to illustrate this so that the formula, you will be able to understand how this formula has come. Okay. So suppose my principal is say 1000 rupees. Okay. My rate of interest is say 10% per annum. What is the meaning of that? 10% of what? Rate of interest is always calculated on the principal. So it is 10% of the principal. So after 1 year, how much interest I will get after 1 year? Interest will be 10% of 1000. What is 10% of 1000? 10 upon 100 into 1000. You calculate this, whatever you get, that is the interest for 1 year. Okay. What about interest for 2 years, 3 years? It is 100, correct? So interest in 1 year is 100. Interest in 2 years will be what? You will multiply it by 2. Okay. So 100 into 2 after 2 years. You will get 100 into 2, that is 200. After 3 years, 300, like that. Okay. So that means if I want the interest after 2 years, what am I doing? 10 upon 100, this was the interest for 1 year. 10 upon 100 into 1000. In that, I am multiplying it by number of years. Okay. So what was this 1000? It was P. This is what? This is P. What is this 2? It is number of years. And what was this 10? It is the rate of interest. So which I have denoted by R. And this divided by 100. So this is how I get this formula for interest. P into N into R divided by 100. So this is what I have written here. Simple interest is calculated on the original principal amount only. And the formula is simple interest equal to P into N into R upon 100. Simple interest is calculated with this formula, PNR upon 100. Where what is SI? SI means simple interest, P means principal, N means period or number of years, and what is R? R is the rate of interest. R is the rate of interest. Okay. In this, we can also write down what is A. Okay. So A is the accumulated amount that is given by is equal to principal plus interest. A is equal to P plus I. Okay. So remember these two formulas. All the problems on simple interest will be based on these two formulae. So let us start solving the problems. Now, before we actually begin solving the problem, see, many times we write R upon 100, denote R by 100 by I. Okay. So that means this R upon 100, I'm writing it as I. So what will be the formula will become as P into N into I. That's all. Okay. R upon 100, I'm putting it as I. So simple interest I will become P and I. Okay. So when we require that, we can use R upon 100 as I. Now let us solve one by one the problems. So let us take the first problem. I'm starting with a very, very simple problem. Find the simple interest and the amount after 4 years at 8% per annum on a principal of rupees 9,600. See, in mathematics, whenever a problem is given to you, you try to read it, try to understand it, and write down what are the things given to you and what is asked to you to find out. Okay. So here, find the simple interest means what is asked to you. You are asked to find out the question mark. And the amount after 4 years. Also, you are asked what is the amount. Okay. After 4 years, that means what is given to you here? Your N is 4. And what is the rate of interest? It is 8%. On a principal of rupees 9,600. So you are also given principal as 9,600. So we have note down what are the things given to you. You are given P is 9,600, R is 8 and N is 4. You have to find out simple interest and the amount. Very, very straightforward and simple problem. So what is our formula to calculate simple interest? It is PNR upon 100. Put all the values. P is 9,600, N is 4, R is 8 upon 100. Calculate. These two zeros will get cancelled with this and you will get 96 into 4 into 8. So you get 3072. So this is the interest on the amount 9600. Therefore, interest is equal to, or simple interest you should say, simple interest. Today we are going to solve only the problems on simple interest. 3072. Okay, what else is asked to you? Amount. Amount A is equal to principal plus interest. What is the principal amount? Principal amount is 9600. In that you add 3072. What will you get? 12,672. Okay. So this is the amount after 4 years. So if you want, you can write down this or take a screenshot of this. So this was a very, very simple and straightforward forward problem. Don't expect that such simple problems will be asked in the exam. This is very simple. Gradually, this difficulty level will increase. So I hope you have understood this. Let us move to the next problem. Second question. Mr. Shah borrowed rupees 20,000 from Mr. Patel. After 8 months, he returned the amount with the simple interest. If the rate was 12% per annum, find the interest he had paid and also find the amount he had to repay. See, in the previous question, the amount was invested. Okay, and we have found out the interest and the amount. The same here. Here the money is borrowed. 20,000 amount is borrowed, and after 8 months, it was returned with the interest, and the rate of interest was 12% per annum. You have to find out the interest he had paid and also how much amount he had to repay. So let us solve this problem. Again, similar type of problem. What are the things given to you here? Write down. You are given how much amount was borrowed? 20,000. So principal is 20,000. Okay. After 8 months, look at here. In this problem, the time n is generally number of years, because our rate of interest is 12% per annum. See, R is 12% per annum. But here n is 8 months. So what we will have to do, we will have to convert this month into year. Okay. So 8 months is equal to how many years? There are 12 months in a year, correct? So 8 upon 12 years. So you have to convert this month into year because the rate of interest is also per annum. Okay. So this care you have to take. Now find out what you have to calculate here. You have to find out the simple interest and you have to find out the amount. So let us solve this problem. What is our formula to calculate simple interest? It is PNR upon 100. Principal here is 20,000. N, that is the number of time period, actually it is number of years, but because our rate of interest is per annum, so we also have to see that the same period should be here. Here the rate is per annum, so this month also we will have to convert into a year. Okay, so 8 months is same as 8 upon 12 years. There are 12 months in a year, correct? So if is N is 8 upon 12. 8 upon 12. And what is R? R is 12 into 100. So I've put all the values here. Okay. Now solve this. These 2 zeros will get cancelled with this 2 zeros. 12 with this 12. We will get 1600. Okay. Correct. Now, so the interest is 1600. Also find the amount he had to repay. So how will you find out the amount? Amount he had to repay. That is the original loan what he has taken, the amount what he has borrowed, that is principal plus interest. So principal is 20,000 and interest is 1,600. So how much? 21,600. Okay. So this much amount he has to repay as a after 8 months. Okay. I hope you have understood. So this problem was very much similar to the previous problem, but only difference was here we have converted month into year. Okay, so that you have to keep in mind. I hope you have understood. Let us go for the next one. Third question. What sum of money will amount to rupees 6,050 in 3 years at 7% per annum simple interest? Look at what is given to you here in this problem. See, first try to understand the question. What sum of money will amount to this much? That means this is what is given to you. It is the amount accumulated. Okay. What sum of money will amount to this much in 3 years? That means a certain amount you have kept and it became 6,050 in 3 years. So this 6,050 is the amount accumulated. A is 6,050. Okay. And what else is given to you? N is given to you as 3 years. And what is the rate of interest? It is 7% per annum. And what is asked to you? What sum of money became this much? Okay, so you are asked to find out principal. So try to understand the question. Okay, from the question, try to read it and see that if in one attempt, if you are not able to understand, read it once again. Okay, and see whatever is given to you right now. So try to understand this. What sum of money will amount to this much? That means this is the amount accumulated after 3 years. In 3 years. So this is the value for A. Okay. So you are given here A, not interest. And N is given, R is given. And what is asked to you? You are asked P. So you have to apply the formula for A. Okay. What is the formula for accumulated amount? It is principal plus interest. Correct? Interest is what? We are talking about simple interest. Okay. So what is the formula for simple interest? PNR upon 100. Correct? Yes. So A is P plus I. P is this. I is PNR upon 100. Now what we will do? You see that in both this term P is common. So I will take out P common. So I'll get from here 1 and from here P I have taken out. So it is NR upon 100. Okay. So I have written the same formula in this way. Okay. A is P plus I. I have put the value of I as PNR upon 100. Now in these two terms, P is common. You can see here, P is here as well as here. So I'll take that P out. So from here, if I take P out, I'll get 1. Taking the common means dividing. Okay, see. So from P, I have taken P out. So it will be 1. From here, when I take out P, I'll be getting NR upon 100. See, if you open this bracket, P into 1 will give you P and P into NR upon 100 will give you this. So you get this. A is equal to P into 1 plus NR upon 100. Now in this formula, put all the values. A is given to you 6,050, N is given to you 3 and R is given to you 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 unknowns. If you know any 3, you can find out the value for the fourth one. Okay, so A is equal to 6,000. I will write here. Okay, A is 6,050. 6,050 is equal to P. I have to calculate, so I will put P as it is. 1 plus NR upon 100. I know the value of N, that is 3. I also know the value of R, that is 7 upon 100. Okay. So whatever was given to me in this problem, I have put all the values. A is 6,050, N is 3, R is 7, and P in the bracket this. Okay. What will I get? Let us solve the bracket. So 1 plus 3 into 7. 21, 21 upon 100. How much you will get? 0.21. Use your calculator for all these calculations so that you uh, will not be able to make mistakes. Okay. So you get 0.21 and then you have to add this in 1. So you will get P into 1.21. See here, this and this P and this bracket, there is a multiplication sign. Okay. 6,050. So 6,050 is P into 1.21. So what will be the value of P? This 1.21 you have to shift to the other side. So it will divide. So 6,050 divided by 1.21. You are getting 5,000. So that means the principal amount is 5,000. So that means if 5,000 is kept in a bank, then it will become 6,050 in 3 years at 7% per annum rate of interest. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. This problem I have taken from the Vipul Prakashan book. So in this problem, you were given the value of A. So you have to apply the formula for A. Okay. So the principal amount is 5,000. Let us go to the next problem. I'll give you some time. If you want, you can write down or you can take the screenshot. Basically, the thing is you have to write down what is given to you, what is asked to you, write the formula correctly, put the values in the formula and simplify. That's all. These are the steps. Let us move to the next problem. A simple interest of rupees 7,200 was given to Mr. Joshi with 8% per annum after 6 years from a bank. Find the original principal he invested for 6 years. See the formula, I mean the problem is same. Only thing is that it is written in a different way. घुमा फिरा कर थोड़ा बोला है बस उतना ही है. So what is given to you here? Given thing you have to write. A simple interest of rupees 7,200 was given to Mr. Joshi. That means what is this 7,200? It is simple interest. See, many students, they get confused. So your English should also be good. You should be able to understand what is given to you, what is asked to you. So see here, clearly written, a simple interest of rupees 7,200. So don't get confused. If it's not principal amount, it is the interest, simple interest of rupees 7,200 was given to Mr. Joshi with 8% per annum. So R is 8% per annum. After 6 years, so N is 6. After 6 years, this much simple interest was given to him. What you have to find out? Find the original principal he invested for 6 years. So you have to find out P. Okay. So many times students are not able to understand what is given and what is asked. Okay, so try reading the question in one attempt. If you have not understood, read it again. Okay, slowly you read. So it is very clear here, a simple interest of rupees 7,200. So this is the amount which is simple interest, not principal amount. Okay, and it is also not accumulated amount. It is the interest he has got. Okay. on certain principle. That principle you have to calculate. Find the original principle. Okay, so it is again a very simple problem. Just apply the formula for simple interest, PNR upon 100. As I told you, there are four unknowns. One is simple interest, one is P, N, and R. So three unknowns here and one here. Four. Out of these four, if you know any three, you can find out the value for the fourth one. So here simple interest is given to you as 7,200. You put the value 7,200. P you have to calculate. So just put it P. N is given as 6. R is given as 8 upon 100. So what will you get? P into 8 into 6 divided by 100. Okay. So you will get 0.48. You first multiply simplify the right side. So 6 into 8 divided by 100, that will be 0.48. So what you have got? You got 7,200 is equal to P into 0.48. So what will be the value of P? It is just a simple equation. So 7,200 divided by 0.48. Here there is a multiplication. So when you shift this 0.48 to the other side, it will divide. So 7,200 divided by 0.48 will give you 15,000. So the principal amount is 15,000. Okay, so this much amount was kept in a bank. So take the screenshot of this or write it down. Let us move to the next problem. A sum of rupees 50,000 accumulated to rupees 82,000 after 8 years in a bank. Find the rate of simple interest per annum which was charged by the bank. See, in this problem, what you have to find out? Rate of simple interest. Let us write down what are the things given to you. See, read the question. A sum of rupees 50,000 accumulated to 82,000 in 80 after 8 years. So that means the principal amount is 50,000 and this 50,000 accumulated to 82,000. So accumulated amount is 80, means A is 82,000 after 8 years. So N is 8 and you have to find out the value of R. Okay, R you have to calculate. Now see here, the amount 50,000 was kept and it became 82,000. So what is the interest received? As you know that A is equal to P plus I, correct? So what will be I? I will be A minus P. Interest will be amount minus principal. So amount is, accumulated amount is 82,000 and principal was 50,000. Okay, so 50,000, when you subtract from 82,000, you will get that extra amount, that will be the interest, correct? 82,000 minus 50,000, that gives you 32,000. So this 32,000 is the interest. Okay. Now, you know what is the interest? Okay. Interest, you know 32,000. You know what is principal. You also know what is N. So you can find out R. Apply your formula for simple interest. It is PNR upon 100. As I told you, if you are given three things, you can find out the fourth one. So simple interest here is 32,000. So it is 32,000 equal to principal is 50,000, 50,000, and N is 8, and R you have to calculate. So R you keep as it is, divided by 100. So these two zeros will get cancelled with this. Okay. So what will you get? 32,000 is equal to 8 into 5, that is 40, and 2 more zeros. into R. So what will be the value of R? I can write here. Therefore, R is equal to 32,000 divided by 4,000. So these three zeros will get cancelled with this. You will get 8. So R is 8. But whenever you write down R means rate of interest. So rate of interest is always expressed as a percentage. So rate of interest is equal to 8% per annum. Okay, here the year is, the period is year. So we'll write per annum. Okay, so we have solved 5 problems today. As I told you, you have to use only 2 formulae, interest formula or amount formula. In one problem, first problem, we have calculated the principal and the interest. See here, in the first problem, we have calculated the interest and the amount. P and R was given to you. We have calculated interest and amount. In the second problem also, P, N and R was given to you. You have calculated interest and the amount. Only difference was what? कि यहाँ पर months दिया था. So we have converted month into year. In the third problem, what sum of money will amount? We have calculated P. Amount was given to you. We have calculated P. In the fourth one, we have calculated again P. In the fifth one, we have calculated rate of interest. Now the last one we'll take. In that we will calculate number of years. Okay, in how many years is also again a very simple problem. Let me take this also. In how many years will rupees 6,400 amount to rupees 9,280 at 9% per annum simple interest? So what is given to you here? 6,400 is your principal and it becomes 9,280. So amount is 9,280. And rate is given 9% per annum. And what is asked to you? In how many years? That means you are asked the value of N. Okay. So as you know, amount is P plus I. So what is I? I is amount minus principal. Amount is 9,280 and minus 6,400. So what will you get? 2,880. So this much is the interest. The extra amount which you are getting, that is the interest. So 9,280 minus 6,400. That is 2,800. So this is the interest. Now put the formula for simple interest. That is P and R upon 100. So interest you are got is 2,880. And P is 6,400. And you have to find out. Okay. This is 100. And R is 9 divided by 100. These two zeros will get cancelled with this. So you will get 2,880 equal to 64 into 9. That is 576. 576 into N. Okay. 9 into 64. So what is the value of N? Therefore, what is N? 2880 divided by 576. Okay. This 576 you will divide. So 2880 divided by 576 will give you 5. So N is 5. Okay, now that means in how many years this much amount becomes this much? In 5 years. Therefore, N is 5 years. Means in 5 years time, 6,400 will become 9,280. So today we have seen different types of problems in which in some problem interest and amount was calculated, in some problem principal was calculated, in some problem rate of interest was calculated, and in the last one number of years was calculated. So all the type of problems we have taken. That means if you are given out of 4 things, if you are given any 3, you can find out the 4th. Okay. So I think we'll stop here. Next time we will do some more problems on simple interest and then we will start with the compound interest. So thank you.